Hey everybody, it is that time to do my TTM wrap up. I usually do a swirl around the board to show everything off, but I got a ton of TTMs, and so I'm just going to jump right into it. 16 days, 3 of 3, did answer a question, and Mr. Alexander actually sent me a very nice handwritten note on top of that. It was so awesome, and I will cherish that. Thank you, Mr. Alexander. I got quite a few racing returns, which is pretty awesome. Next up, 56 days, 1 of 1, also answered a question. Jim Campanus, I always have a hard time with his name. Jim had a very interesting answer to one of my questions today, and I cannot wait to share that with you. I thought it was very interesting. I'm going to just give you a teaser because, you know, I do those wrap-up videos, and I'm late. I need to do another one. Next up, 15 days, 7 of 7. I said, hey, you know what? It's okay to keep the dupes. Nope, did not keep any dupes. So this is going to look crazy, but it is Mr. Chuck Bowen from a great racing family. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So many. So very, very generous. Like I said, I was like, hey, keep your dupes, no worries. And nah, he's like, no, you can have them. Very cool of him. 17 days, 5 of 5. Did answer a question. It is Jeff Bodine. Very cool. Another great racing family. I really like that card a lot. I think that's super rad. Super rad for sure. I do have a few more with Mr. Bodine, and I will probably try to get him at the end of the year or maybe next year. But I enjoy the racing because I like to ask questions. And sometimes they have really cool answers. Next up, 15 days, 3 of 3. Also answered a question. Kenny Bernstein. Very awesome. Very awesome. Racers and golfers are really good about answering questions. I would say baseball, football, and basketball, I get maybe 20% back. They don't answer. Okay, so when I got Jim back, I was like, oh, bummer, he didn't sign it. But he did. It's just really small, super thin at the bottom. So really hard to see, but clearly it's on there. And very cool to have back. So I'm going to put Jim right down here. Very awesome. 13 days, 3 of 3, did not answer a question. Next up, 163 days, 1 of 1, did not answer a question, is Bob Kearney. But that'll be a second point for me and Team 80's. Yay. Thank you, sir. Next up, 15 days, 3 of 3, answered a question. Daryl Andrews. I really like that shot at him, too. Very cool. So many racers this week. Next up, 14 days, 2 of 2. This one's interesting. It's Paul Mirabella. I don't think I sent him this card. I bet I sent him 2 of these. Because I don't think I would have sent that off. I would have saved this for my set. So I'm very happy to get it back. I did send him 2, and he sent 2 back. So very pumped about that one. So 2 80's cards, but really, really excited about that one. Another point for Team 80's. Next up, 19 days, 1 of 1. Answered a question. It is Mr. Mark Lyle on this great card that was gifted to me by Old Man Game. Thank you, OMG. If you haven't checked him out, please do. He's awesome. He rips all sorts of random stuff, and it's so fun to see what he's going to rip next. Next up, 117 days, 2 of 2. Did not answer a question, but it's Mr. John Olerud. Very awesome. I do remember watching him play, and I love these. Actually, I love both of these cards. So 90s goodness. Not going to help you with my 80s set, but very cool. Next up, 17 days, 1 of 1. Answered a question is Mr. Robin Wren, also from the Old Man Game stash. Love that. Thank you, sir. Next up, 15 days, 2 of 3. It's Mr. Jeff Ballard. He returned the other card. It was just unsigned. So that's perfectly fine. So just so you know, if you send Mr. Ballard, he would prefer no more than 2 cards, apparently. So, but also points for Team 80's. So thank you, Mr. Ballard. Next, 14 days, 2 of 2. It is Mr. Tom Kelly. Awesome Blossom. Thank you, Mr. Kelly. Another point for Team 80's. 126 days, 3 of 3, did not answer a question, but I really like it. Willie Burton. I like this card a lot. Very, very cool. I think these are all 90s. Yeah, these are all for Team 90s, not Team 80s. So no points, no points. But I like those cards a lot. Next up, 14 days, 4 of 4. Mr. Jim Clancy. He is a TTM All-Star. Very generous with his time. 190s, but we're going to put 80s on top since that's what we're going with. We're just going to go with this Donruss. Very rad. Next, 13 days, 4 of 4. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get through these as quickly as I can. Mr. Jerry Reed. Got the 90 Donruss. I hated these cards, actually, growing up. Just reminded me of being in school. I always liked these, though, the 90 Upper Deck and the 90 Fleer. So no 80s there, but awesome to have. Okay, next, 15 days, 2 of 2. One of the few duplicates that I had, and answered a question. Kirk Triplett, also from Old Man Game. Thank you so much. OMG's the best. OMG's the best. All right, 34 days. 1 of 1. Did not answer your question. It's Billy Bean. Billy Bean. That was a bummer because I asked, I'm sure he gets asked a lot about the movie. I was hoping he'd answer. 42 days, 1 of 1. Did answer questions. Dan Pasqua. Very cool. Team 80s right there. Thank you, Mr. Pasqua. Next, 15 days, 1 of 1. Did answer a question. It is Dillard Pruitt. And you know what I'm going to say? Thanks, Old Man Game. Awesome. Man, I'm so happy he sent those to me. They were fun to rip, and I got so many TTMs. It's really awesome. 20 days, 4 of 4. Mr. Don Robinson. Also, Team 80s. Oh, yeah, you're going on top. You're going on top. That classic Pirates. I mean, even their logo was awesome. I love it. Okay, this might be the hit of the week. If you say it's not, I'm going to be concerned because I was so surprised to get this one back. 327 days. 1 of 1. Did not answer a question. He is $10 per, but it is William the Refrigerator Perry. That's right. I was so excited. So excited. And it happens to be Team 80s. Although I did not know I was going to be in this challenge a year ago. This, I think, is probably going to be my card of the day. I'll put him right here. I can't see. I'm running out of room. So cool. I'll just put him right here in the middle. Here we go. You'll be the bridge between baseball and racing. 10 days, 3 of 3. Mr. Todd Bodine. Very nice of him. I love that there's so many families that are in racing. 43 days, 2 of 2. Did answer a question. It's Bruce Bochy. Whoop, whoop. Very cool. And Team 80s. And this is my last one? Second to last one. Here we go. Sorry. So, signed an index card for me. 116 days, 4 of 4, plus the index card. It is Mr. Scott Fletcher. And when I got these, I was very excited. And I was going through them, and I'm like, I did not send him one Rangers card. What is wrong with me? I don't know. So we're going to put that 90s Upper Deck on top because that is a great set. Next up, my very last one. 246 days, 1 of 1. Answered a question. It is Jeff Donaldson. Very, very cool. So this is 90... No, this is 88. Yay, Team 80's there. So let's do a really quick recap. Let me take off my shoes so I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right? 11, 12? 12, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, 12. 12 points for Team 80's. Thank you to Caleb. He's back there somewhere. You can't see him. Thank you to everybody who helps support my wonderful channel and my wonderful family. We have so much fun doing it, but it would not be nearly as much fun if you all did not participate. And just engaging with you, it's just fantastic. Shout out to ATOG, who just hit a huge milestone the other day. Have you checked out Cole's disc journey? He's having a lot of fun with that, and it's so much fun to watch people who are having fun with things. There's just so many shout outs I can do on this board because all these people are just wonderful, and I hope you take a minute to just swing by and say hey. And then also thank you so much for checking out my TTMs. I think everybody's gonna say Their fridge is their favorite. Such a hard one to say it's not. But if there is another one that you think is somehow better, I'd love to hear it. I won't argue with you because I love all of them. I just think that that's pretty awesome. So I will talk to you guys later. And again, thank you so much for swinging by and checking it out. Y'all take care.